In today's session of market movers, we will be considering the possibility of Euro USD getting past the technically important levels of 1.2. It's been quite a while now, almost 2 years, more than 2 years to say, that we had these 1.2 levels on the Euro USD charts, and now we are not really far away. And as the things stand, the probability is pretty high that in coming sessions we will see Euro USD approaching this 1.2 level. For the time being, it is trading close to 1.19, and we will see if there are any emerging opportunities for us to get involved on the long side of the Euro USD. If you consider the trading context for the day, earlier in the day we got this economic sentiment data for the Euro area, and here the readings, we got a couple of releases at the same time, and almost all these readings are pointing to the improving economic situation in the Euro area. Economic sentiments have improved to 87.7 from 82.4 in the prior month, and the consumer confidence has also slightly improved to minus 14.7 from minus 15. It is still pretty low, but there is some improvement nonetheless. Consumer inflation expectations have actually gone down, so these are on the lower side, and the industrial sentiments have also shown some improvement, still in the negative territory at minus 12.7, and the services sentiments have also slightly improved. So there is improvement, but we are far off from the pre-coronavirus days. Just a while back we got the Usbc price index data, and here also there is a slight improvement, and not much significant, but still improvement is an improvement, you can say, in current situation where most of the economic indicators are pointing a green scenario. So on a whole, there is some improvement, and the core PCE price index has also risen to 1.3%. And if we consider the other economic releases which came in at the same time, the personal income, the goods trade balance, the goods trade balance have now shown the deficit of $79.32 for the month of July. And if we consider the personal income is showing some rise, though not much significant. Later in the day, we are scheduled to get the University of Michigan's consumer survey data, and here we will be getting the inflation expectations data as well as the current consumer sentiments and the current condition survey data as well. And mostly we are likely to see almost the same or some improvement in all these indicators, and I don't think it will have much of a significant impact on the Euro USD's dynamics, or for matter USD's movements against rest of the major peers. Now let's shift our attention to the technical aspects of the Euro USD, and then we will consider the USD JPY. First, let's start with the Euro USD's technical outlook. This is the daily time frame chart for the Euro USD, and this consolidation in which the Euro USD has been consolidating around 1.17 to 1.19 is holding well, and now as we are seeing after consolidating closer to 1.175 zone, the Euro USD is again getting past this crucial resistance zone. It has crossed above its immediate swing high, and it is approaching its multi-year highs towards 1.196, and as I said, the probability is pretty strong that we might see Euro USD getting close to the 1.2 level. So that is the technical possibility which we are looking at. If you consider the technical indicators, most of the technical indicators are pointing to the continuation of the bullish momentum in the Euro USD. Here the ATR still stands at elevated level, and if you consider the Fibonacci expansion, the Fibonacci expansion, we have here 100% expansion, and that level now stands broken, and we are pretty much headed higher even after this impressive rally which we have seen on prior two occasions. Here, if we get the fresh break above this, then this will be the third leg of this rally which started around 1.08 price levels. If we are going to profit in such a scenario, of course we will have to look for the optimum entry and exit points, and here we have to keep in mind that the euro USD has been in consolidation phase for almost a month now, and this regression curve which had bent on the downside is simply because of the sideways price action of the euro USD, and now again the price action has crossed above the upper band of this regression curve, which is likely to force the regression curve to flatten in coming stations. So as long as the price action remains in the upper territory of this regression curve, I would say that it will be prudent for us to look forward to getting involved for the buy trades in euro USD. And also, if we consider the pivot point series for this month, we have this central pivot point around 1.1626, and then there is no immediate resistance in sight. The next resistance is at 1.206, which means it is beyond the 1.2 level which we are targeting. So here, if we want to get involved for the fresh buying opportunity, I think if we are fortunate enough and if we see some sort of correction in the euro USD, then any move towards 1.185 would be an welcome opportunity for us to get involved. But if that is going to happen in today's session or not is difficult to tell. Right now we are almost like 60-70 pips away from those desired area in which we can think about going in for a fresh long position. So here we will need to be patient. In yesterday's session we had talked about the possibility of getting involved in the euro USD for long side trade. Now that opportunity is gone, we have these substantial moves in euro USD in today's session, and because of that again getting the optimum entry point is fairly difficult at the moment. And as I said, we might need to sit on the sidelines, and if we see some correction happening and then do consolidation above this crucial support area, then we can of course think about going in for a fresh long position in the euro USD. Now let's see what's happening in the USD JPY. This is the daily time frame chart, and after the news came in of Mr. Abe's resignation as the Japanese PM, we have seen the Japanese yen appreciate substantially, and now it has gone down more than 150 pips as the yen is appreciating against the dollar. And I feel even if we had considered this prior price action, we had this bearish momentum building up, and now it is more likely the continuation of the bearish trend, which might extend towards even 104 levels in coming session. So here we have to watch out for any move toward this central pivot point, and I think the area around 106 again is going to be crucial in today's session. Yesterday we were thinking about going long, and that did held well, but now that was another day, and today is the new day, and today the sentiments are a lot more stronger on the sell side, and because of that we can use this pivot point series for this month. We have this central point around 106.09, and I feel as long as the price action is below that, we can keep continuing to look out for the optimum opportunities to go short for possible targets even below this immediate swing low, and we might even think and try to profit from the possibility of USD JPY moving lower than the 105 zone. So here, if we are going to get involved for any trade, here also we will need to adapt and wait and watch approach, as we have to look for the proper risk reward ratio. The risk should be kind of minimum to the reward we are expecting. And to get to such levels, I think we will need some upward move on the USD/JPY charts anywhere closer to this immediate resistance zone around 105.9 to 106.10. Here, if we are able to get the fresh opportunities to go short, then I think that would be an excellent development for us, and we can of course then think about continuing the trade position for at least the 104 levels, which increasingly look possible. On the higher side, we can use the stop loss of around 106.50 to 106.60, and if we are getting involved somewhere here, I think that's good enough buffer, and also it will give us proper risk reward ratio as well of 1:2. If we calculate the risk of around 60-70 pips and double it on the lower side, and we have this USD JPY moving lower, and that is likely to improve our possibilities, our chances of ending up in a profitable trading position. So that's it from my side for today's session. If any of you have any query or any idea to share, you can write it in the comment section, and I would be more than happy to take the discussion forward. Before I sign off, I would also like to remind of the risk associated with trading in the financial instrument, and one should be careful while using the information provided. It's a Friday. Have a fabulous weekend ahead. See you on Monday. Goodbye.